So, a couple weeks ago, my roommate Dan started labeling all of his food in the fridge. Like, not just Dan's milk or Dan's leftovers, he went full on Martha Stewart but with a Sharpie and masking tape. We had Dan's 3-day-old pizza. Dan's 2% milk, expires 6/9, and, weirdly, Dan's emergency string cheese, do not touch or else. He claimed it was just to keep things organized, but I think it was because he caught me pilfering his pudding cups last month. Whatever. I figured, if it makes him happy, let the man have his labeled lasagna. Things started getting weird when I noticed the labeling extended beyond the fridge. I found Dan's mug next to the sink, Dan's towel in the bathroom, and even Dan's remote taped to the actual TV remote. It was like he was preparing for a particularly petty episode of Storage Wars. But the final straw came when he stuck a label on the cat. I kid you not, our cat, Mittens, was proudly sporting a Dan's cat label on her collar. Now, if you know Mittens, you know she's got a bit of an attitude, but she seemed to take it in stride, probably because she knows no one really owns a cat. So, being the mature adult that I am, I decided to escalate. The next day, while Dan was at work, I swapped out Dan's cat for a new label, lasagna. I figured it was a harmless joke, a nod to everyone's favorite Monday-hating feline. When Dan came home, he did a double take, stared at Mittens, and then at the fridge. He wandered over, opened the door, and just stood there staring at his leftover lasagna, like he was expecting a ginger tabby to pop out and demand Italian food. For the next week, every time he opened the fridge, he'd glance nervously at Mittens like she was plotting to make off with his dinner. Yesterday, I caught Dan whispering to the cat, "Are you Garfield?" while clutching his Tupperware. I think he's convinced our fridge is haunted by the spirit of a sarcastic, carb-loving cat. At this point, I'm just waiting for him to start leaving out a tray of lasagna as an offering, or maybe hide the Mondays. But hey, if he ever complains, I'll just tell him, "Don't worry, Dan, it's just a case of mistaken identity."